Hello. This was not a no, definitely no S tiers. I don't know if there's any A tiers. Definitely no S tiers. It's not a good gen. There are like three or four Pokemon from this gen that I absolutely love, and then the rest I don't. I don't like at all. Also, sorry the picture's a bit blurry, low quality. The Bulbapedia is down, and thanks to Michio, we have um, a backup plan with Cerebi.net, but their pictures are like one quarter the size of the Bulbapedia ones. So when it's all zoomed in for the stream, it's blurry.
What can you hear me?
Yes.
Decent audio? I've actually got the mic set up. We're professional streamers now.
Let me. I think I need to turn the game audio down a bit so I can hear you better.
Uh-oh.
That's not the wrong. That's not the right thing. Close that. Volume mixer, not sound settings. This is just. I mean, your audio is fine. It's just that I have trouble processing speech when there's background noise.
Oh, that's fair.
Okay. Let me see. Can you just talk for a little bit? I want to make sure your audio levels are
Testing,
good.
testing. It was the best of times, it was the worst of time. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. I don't know the rest.
For a second there, you sounded kind of mechanical,
Oh,
but no, you sound fine. Okay.
okay. Yeah, so I, because there's like, I don't think there's quite 150, right? But it's pretty long. I was just gonna speed through. Like, you say the Pokemon, you say your rating, I say mine, next. Unless, I mean, it's one that you or I want to talk about. Does that work?
Yeah, that works for me. And I think I'm
Okay.
gonna leave Pokemon up, but in the interest of my ability to actually focus on going quickly through this, I'm not gonna play it all.
R.I.P.
So the first Pokemon is Victini. I think it's cute. I gave it a B.
So okay, I actually did highlight this because um, my comment was like, we're off to a very good start. I've never seen this before. I don't like it. I don't think you can get this in game. Like, Victini is mythical?
Yeah, the only way that I had Victini in Gen 5 because I got the game during a promotional, like when it first came out, released in stores. They were having a promotion where when you got the game, they would also give you a Victini.
When you okay. Um, I'm not sure I'm hearing anything from stream. Uh-oh. Am I just deaf? Maybe I have my browser muted. I didn't want this to be another case where it's just me talking.
Oh yeah, yeah. I've made sure that I'm unmuted.
Wait, wait, wait. Uh, well, uh, the good news is my audio isn't working. I can hear you through Discord. I cannot hear anything else. So,
Huh.
hopefully you're not muted on stream.
I can't. I guess here maybe I can.
Oh no, it's 100% on my end, so don't
Oh,
worry
okay.
about it. And I don't want to like screw things up. Um, yeah, we're off to a good start. I think this sets the mood for the rest of this entire generation. I've never seen this before. I don't like it. You can't get it in game. That's the alarm going off for stream at 11.
Oh,
um, I give this one, just to set the tone for the rest of the stream, D.
fair. Up next is Snivy. It's a D. I think it looks like a mean little shit. It's a D.
Agreed. D tier.
Then we have Servine. Yeah, Servine. Servine, I guess, because grass. D.
Also a D. Middle evolution syndrome.
Superior, I give a C.
I'm gonna stay consistent. D.
Tepig gets a C. I thought it was cute.
C minus. Cute, but not a fan. Cute enough to save it from a D. So C minus.
Um, why everything is off centered now? Okay. Pig Knight is a D. It's ugly.
I went as high as C for some reason. Nah, C. C tier.
Embor, I give an F, and I had a comment here. This is the third generation in a row of the Firestarter being firefighting type, and they could have gone with a cool Hellbore with Tepig being a fire pig, and instead they turned it into a wrestler immediately, and it looks stupid.
Yeah, I said C minus. I'm gonna revise that to a D. D tier.
Oshawott, I give a C. It's cute.
C minus. Cuteness redeeming it from the D.
Duat, it's a D. It looks stupid.
Agreed. D tier.
Samurott, again, D. No thanks.
D tier as well. No, no, no. Thank you, thank you.
Patrat, D tier. Don't like the eyes.
I'm gonna revise this to an F. F tier. Oh my gosh.
This boy is too big to fit. Why are the pictures all different sizes? Okay. Cerebi, you are.
This is the inferior site. All right.
Watchhog is a D tier as well. I still hate the eyes. I also hate the name.
Yeah. Revising this to to an F as well.
Lillipup, C, boring. It's just a dog.
I said B just because I would love to have one, like in universe. I would love to have one, but not quite A tier. It is kind of plain.
Herdier, same thing. C dog.
Loses some of its cuteness, but I like the grumpy eyebrows. B minus.
Stoutland continues to be a dog, so continues to be a C.
Aw. Yeah, I went back down to B. It's not really cute anymore. I would shed all over my furniture.
Yeah. I kind of like the mustache that drags on the ground, but it still just kind of looks like a big dog. I don't have anything against dogs. It's just kind of boring. And in the same vein, Purloin, it's a C. It's a cat.
One second, I am having some slight technical difficulties. Okay, sorry. Purloin. B. D tier. I'm allergic to cats.
Lipard goes to. Oh, it's still a C. No, well, yeah, it stays a C. It's again, it's a worse Persian.
The worst version. Agreed. D tier.
So all of my ratings for these are the same except two. I don't like monkeys. These are all monkeys. They're all Ds.
I think I gave Pansage and Simisage C and then C minus, or no, C minus, because agree, but redeeming quality. It's green. And then Sage C minus minus. It's still green, but it's no longer cute. I don't like this. But otherwise, D tier all the way down.
Yep. The ones that get F tiers for me are Simisear because I mean look at it. Why? Why is it
What am
standing
I?
like that? Why is its face like that? I just no.
What am I looking at? Just a mess.
Yes, it is a mess. It is an F tier for me. And then Simipour, also F tier.
Four. Yeah, I'd agree with that. I think the idea is like they're rock stars, right? But they just kind of look like this one in particular looks like a bad rejected Flintstones character.
Yeah, it really does. Um, Muna gets an A because it's a reference to Gen 1, where there's a character in Cerulean City who says that she wishes there was a pink Pokemon with a floral pattern, and that's what Muna is. It's a pink Pokemon with a floral pattern.
In Cerulean City, see, like I saw your comment and I was like, I thought I was very familiar with Gen 1, but apparently not, because I had no idea.
Yep,
Um,
she's I think it's it might be no, I'm pretty sure it's Cerulean. She's like at the bottom of the city.
Dang. I appreciate the throwback, but just looking at the Pokemon and not knowing anything about it, D tier.
Yeah, that's fair. Um, Musharna, uh, I gave it a B, and I don't really understand why. I am revising that to a D.
Oh, brutal. I had D tier as well, just because not knowing anything about it, it looks like a embryo, and I'm not about that, so D tier.
Yeah. Uh, Pidove is a pigeon. It gets a D. It doesn't even look like a Pokemon. It just looks like a cartoon pigeon.
Agreed. Not original. Don't like pigeons. They swarm you at the bus stop. D tier.
Tranquil, also a D. I'm kind of uncomfortable with the raised wing now. I would like it to stop saluting.
Oh, F tier for that.
I
Didn't
don't
even notice till now.
I don't think that's intentional, but I noticed Pidove doing it. I'm like, oh, it's probably pointing at something. But then Tranquil is doing it. I'm like, I want this to stop now.
I mean, you're right. I don't think it's intentional either, but like, that didn't stop. Um, what's the legendary water Pokemon that you linked, where the head and shoulders was
Oh,
an eggplant? Like, uh, I'm sure
yeah.
that one was probably intentional, but regardless, like it exists, it's a thing. So D tier for that one, F tier for Tranquil.
Hi, Coma. Just got here, but F on Gen 5. Absolutely. Unpheasant. I don't like it. Um, this doesn't show the two different kinds. There's a male and a female. The male looks stupid with his pink mask, and the female doesn't have the pink mask and is also just boring. So D's.
Didn't know there was two. Um, D tier, unimpressed. Wouldn't have it in my party.
Blitzel. I like Blitzel. Blitzel gets an A for me. It's a cute little electric zebra.
I said C tier. I don't dislike it, but it's not top of my list to capture and put in my party.
Push it over. No. Zebstrika, also A tier. It's a badass electric zebra. One of the few Pokemon from this generation I actually genuinely like.
Yeah, I bumped it up to a C plus. I could see that being like wrecking some enemies in battle, but probably not priority for my party, so C plus.
Rock and Rolla gets a C. It's a rock. Also, apparently, that's its ear, not its eye.
Excuse me. I'm just, I'm actually gonna say, I have D tier for the next three, and I want to change it to an F, but that seems mean, so I'm gonna go D minus for all three. I don't like these.
Boldor, C tier.
D minus. Join us, Flair. Join us.
Gigalith, I actually kind of like. He gets a B. He looks sturdy and tough, and I like that. It's a rock with an innie, yes.
D minus. Yeah, you're right. It's the fact that it looks like it could kick your tiny Pikachu's butt contributes to the D tier. Forever tainted by Pokemon Yellow and having to start with Pikachu and then Brock is the first guy.
Woobat, I gave a C. I don't know why. It's going back down to a D. I think I had it a D and then I revised it to a C. It's definitely a D.
Agreed. D tier. I'd almost rather see a Zubat.
Swoobat, D tier. Don't like it.
Agreed. Uglier. Woobat. D minus even. D minus.
Drillbur, it gets a B. It's cute.
D tier. Nope. D tier.
Excadrill, D tier.
Agreed. Welcome to the D tier club. D tier. Solid D tier.
Audino, D tier.
I put C plus just because it's pretty good in Pokemon Shuffle. Without that, you're totally right. But bumps it up to a C plus.
Timber gets a D. The only thing saving it from an F is the name.
Yeah, I'm gonna go F tier for all of these. I don't know what I was thinking. F, F, F. Okay, Timber, F tier.
This ranking is about to go by fast. That's what we're speed running it because there's a lot of these.
I think there's. Let me see. I don't think it was quite 150. Maybe it was 155. I can't find it. Also, this Pokemon F tier.
Yeah, once again, the only thing saving it from F tier is its name for me. Ugly and gross Girder. And then Conkeldurr is actually, I put D. I definitely should have put F. Because its name no longer saves it from F tier.
It's just F tier. I don't like anything here.
Like, why didn't they call it Pillar? They had Timber holding a piece of timber. They had Girder holding a girder. This guy's holding two iron pillars, but instead of calling him Pillar, he's Conkeldurr.
Is it something from the Japanese translation? No, because that doesn't matter. Otherwise, okay, you should consult for Nintendo of America. But yeah, F tier. Also, Gen 5, 156. There's actually more. Let's go.
Timpole is a D. I get that its eyebrows are music notes, but it's ugly. It's bad. It's a human face on a tadpole body. It's bad.
F tier. I hate the eyebrows, even though I didn't realize they were music notes, but they're still very ugly eyebrows. F. F plus. What's that?
What is a conkle? I don't know. Palpitoad is a nightmare. I even left the comment for that in. F tier, F minus. I hate it. I hate the way it moves. Its animation is it just wiggles very obscenely. It's very unpleasant.
When you say obscenely, it wiggles like back and like front to back.
Like it just kind of shakes itself because the warts on it are like bells,
Ugh.
so it like shakes itself to ring the bells. Ugh, it's very unpleasant to look
You,
at.
you know what? I take it back. Okay, I'm gonna retroactively change Temple to F, and its evolutions also get Fs. So F here for this one.
Seismitoad, I gave it a D. I don't know why. It's an F as well. It doesn't wiggle anymore, so there's that. But it just like nothing about that looks good.
I kind of like Homa's rating. I'm gonna give this a G tier.
G tier.
E F G. Oh yeah, because we skip E. G tier. Yeah, it's so bad.
Throw gets a D. Very unimaginative. It's just a guy in a karate outfit. Like it's just a dude.
Agreed. I never liked these D tier.
Sock the same, D tier, because they're basically the same Pokemon. They were trying to recreate Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, and they failed miserably.
Oh, D tier. Throw it away.
Sawaddle, D tier.
Agreed. D tier. Caterpie 2.0 didn't need it.
Yep. Swadloon is a D. I mean, it's a little bit better than Sawaddle, but it's a D.
I did C plus because it based on the picture alone, it looks so grumpy and it's like wrapping itself in a blanket, like just F this day. I want it to be over. I relate to that, so C plus.
That's fair. Leavanny is, I guess, based on a leaf bug or a praying mantis, but I still don't really like the result, so it still gets a D for me.
Yeah, maybe I'll go as high as D plus tier. It's not as bad as the first evolution, but probably still wouldn't. I wouldn't grind to get this in my party, so D plus.
Venipede is a D. It's a centipede, but it doesn't really look like one, so it doesn't really bother me as much, but it's still ugly.
D tier, throw it away.
Well-
A? Oma, really?
Koma likes Venipede, I guess. Whirlipede I find hilarious, and it gets a C for me. It's a wheel cocoon.
Oh, I gave it D tier. I'm not impressed.
Scolipede is a D. It's a centipede centaur, which I guess makes it a centaur.
Yo, I heard you like. Yeah, D tier. Would never have this in my party. Don't want to see it. Throw it away.
Cottonade gets a C. It's kind of boring.
Yeah, I'll go C minus because it's like multiple shades of green, but Grass Fairy kind of boring. Wouldn't have it in my party.
Whimsicott, on the other hand, A plus. I like Whimsicott a lot. I like that if you look at it from behind, it's got the little like stem from the cotton spore because it sprouted from that. It's very cute. A plus tier.
I don't know what I was looking at. Maybe they have a worse picture on the other site. Because I'm gonna say C tier. It doesn't deserve the D.
Why is this picture so big compared to the others?
Uh-oh.
Petalil is a C tier. It's honestly much the same as Cottony to me. Just it's not. I don't dislike it. There's just nothing to like about it either.
I'm gonna go C minus, because again, multiple shades of green, but yeah, I'm not overly impressed.
Lilligant, C tier. Meh.
D for downgrade. D tier.
Masculine. I gave it a D. I feel like that's unfair. I should give it a C. It's just very boring to me. I've never once in my life ever been happy to encounter a basculin.
I gave it a B solely because when I was like asking you about water Pokemon that weren't blue, you posted this one, and I was like, touche. So B for that.
Um, Sandile is a D.
D. Agreed. D minus. Ugh.
Krokorok looks like a Donkey Kong enemy. It gets a D. I guess Koma likes these.
Yeah, D minus. I don't.
Crocodile is just a big red angry Krokorok, so still a D.
D minus minus. Minus minus. No, I don't like that.
Darumaka gets a C. It's kind of ugly cute, so I can't really give it a D, but I don't like it.
It's ugly cute in the wrong direction, so I'm fully happy giving it a D tier. Not good.
Darmanitan, I give a B, but not for his base look, but for Zen mode. I like the way Zen mode looks.
Zen mode?
Yeah, let me see if I can get. I don't think I can manipulate the page in such a way as to show it.
Oh, yeah, I agree with you. Okay. That doesn't change my rating, but I agree with you, so D tier.
Maractus is honestly, I'm giving that an F tier because I really like Cacturn, and I feel like Maractus is horning in on his territory, or thorning in on his territory.
um, Colma, to answer your question, I feel like it's so when something is so ugly, it's cute. Like pugs, honestly. You develop a fondness for them, but um, it's so ugly that it surpassed ugly cute and went back to ugly. What? Okay. Uh, Maractus. I really like succulents. I really like cacti. This thing looks like a nightmare. So F tier for screwing it up. I don't know. I'm very mean this gen. I didn't actually play this gen, so.
You didn't miss much.
Oh no.
Dwebble gets a D. It's trying to be Paris, and it's not.
Agreed. D tier. Unoriginal.
Crustle, D tier, and I wish they would do more Bug Rock Pokemon that weren't terrible.
D tier. If you back up, it kind of looks like cake, but still a D tier.
Scraggy, D tier. I don't like his loose skin.
Loose skin. Oh my gosh. D tier.
The pants he's wearing, that's just skin. That's just attached to him. He can still pull them up,
Tier.
but yeah.
No, thank you, please.
Scrafty is the same. I still dislike the loose skin. He looks like a messed up chicken.
F tier. I don't like these two.
I appreciate your self discipline there, Coma. I am trying to avoid any jokes of that nature about these Pokemon.
You'll have to DM it to me because I don't get it.
uh, all right, one sec.
Oh,
Wait.
sorry. I didn't mean right now.
Okay. um, Sigilyph. I give it an A. I like its design and the sound it makes.
I'm going to say D tier. I don't like its design. It seems like knockoff Tapus, which I know that comes later, but still. And I'd be terrified if I saw this, like daytime, nighttime, twilight, midday. So D tier. Please stay away from me.
Yamask gets a C. It's a very popular Pokemon, but I don't really understand why.
I noticed that too. Yeah, it's like probably not Pikachu tier, but it's up there. And I'm like, I don't see the appeal. D tier.
Coffagrigus, I ended up giving a B, and I stand by that. I don't dislike it. I think it's actually pretty decent for a ghost type. A haunted sarcophagus.
Agree. However, it's terrifying. D tier.
Tortuga gets a C. I like its name, but it's just a turtle.
We already had a turtle. D tier. This did not need to exist.
It's turtle flare. Yes. Caracosta. The thing saving him from D is the fact that his shell looks like a bulletproof vest, which I find amusing.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Hopefully nobody's shooting at him, but D tier.
It's just the idea that he's like armored and everything.
Okay.
Arkin is a D. It's ugly. I don't like it.
Is this one like the crayon Pokemon, or is that something else? Because D tier. I don't like it.
Yeah, I don't really know the inspiration for the colors there. They don't get better with Archeops. The evolution continues to be a D.
Agreed. D tier.
Do you know the only ability that it can have is Defeatist? If its HP drops below 50%, it does less damage. There's no benefit. It's just worse.
While I relate to that, I'm still gonna give it a D tier.
Trubbish is an F tier. I gave it a D. It's an F.
Aw. I give this one Trubbish a B plus and then its evolution a B minus. I wanted to meme and say S and A tier, but I also didn't want to give anyone an S or A in this gen. This for me goes not ugly, but it's cute, but so stupid it's funny. I think that's where I'm at with these. And I haven't posted my your favorite Pokemon selfie yet, right? And I can't get the idea of wearing a trash bag out of my head. I'm not gonna do it, but that idea is just like stuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's B plus for this one, B minus for the next one. F minus, excuse me. Aww.
This
Poor
one
Dr.
is F minus minus minus. Some things should not be. This is a horrifying. This is end game boss in a game that teaches you about recycling in the environment. This is a nightmare to look at.
Yes. For me, that makes it a B tier. Oh, that's so good.
Zorua is very cute. I think it's a B.
I put D tier because it's like feline vibes, right? And again, I'm allergic to cats.
I always thought of it as kind of like a fox, but it's kind of like Eevee, where it's like a mix. It
Okay.
it honestly looks like Eevee's brother to me. Um, Zoroark is D out of 10. Edgelord Pokemon.
Yeah, again, this could be um a hunter pet of a hunter enemy in Revendreth, but it is pretty good in Pokemon Shuffle, so I'm gonna pull it up to a C minus.
Koma's favorite Pokemon, apparently.
What? Lies. Really?
SSS plus. Uh,
Mm.
Minchino is it's cute, but it's a C.
Yeah, it's. Uh, I'm gonna stick with D tier. D tier.
Chincino for the longest time, or Cinchino, for the longest time, I didn't even realize that these were different Pokemon. Continues to be a C.
D tier. You're right. They're very similar, so they get similar ratings.
Um, Gothita is uncomfortable to look at. It gets a D.
Yeah, honestly, I'm gonna go F tier. I dislike these. Oops. Did I just type that in chat? Sorry. F tier. F tier. F tier. Okay. F tier.
Um, Goth Gothorita continues to be a D. Again, I
F
just
tier.
don't like it.
Agreed.
And Gothitelle does nothing to improve it. It's still a D. And
F tier.
it sucks because normally I like a black and white color scheme, but none of these did it well.
That's such a bummer. Yeah, because most of my wardrobe is black and white, and so I would have liked a black and white Pokemon to dress. Oh, but these aren't legendary, or like not even close.
No, yeah, they're on the same level as like Alakazam in terms of stats. I think that's kind of the place they're meant to hold.
What? G tier. How dare you? Okay.
Um,
Next.
Solosis gets a C because I don't really have any complaints about it. Just meh.
I put D tier because this looks like a garden pea, like peas and carrots, but it's sentient. I don't like that.
You don't just want a plate full of these.
Oh no! Please. I'll go back to eating friendless animals before I eat a plate of those.
Um, Duosion. Why did I give it a B? This is not any better than the other ones. Go back to C. What was I think? I think I was feeling bad about how many D's I was giving.
Oh, did you ever feel bad about that? I'm gonna stick with my guns. D tier.
It's a space poop, basically. Rhianoclus, I will make that a B. I kind of like it. It's weird, but I like its goo arms.
D tier. I don't like its goo arms.
Ducklet is a C. It's a duck. It's a blue duck. Once again, raising that wing, I'm starting to suspect that this region has some problem with its bird population.
10 out of 10 comment. I'm gonna go down to a G tier because we have a duck and it's called Zygo. G.
Swanna is an F tier. Why does it have boobs? I want to call up Nintendo and ask that question, and I want them to answer it.
I think the only reason I didn't give it an F tier was because in this picture specifically, it's kind of got the mocking SpongeBob pose. So that saves it from an F, but like I don't actually like this one.
Um, Vanillite is a D tier. I don't like the idea of sentient ice cream.
Yeah, I'm gonna go all the way down to F. I remember seeing these when they first came out, and I was not happy. F tier. Almost typed it in chat again.
Vanillish, it's worse. It gets an F. That face.
F, F tier.
And then Vanillux, it's just two Vanillishes together. Also, it's got that straw stuck in its head, which is also horrifying. No, it's F tier.
Agreed. F tier. F minus tier.
Deerling's cute. It gets a B.
Yeah, I'm gonna say C plus. Or no, C tier for this one. Right? Yes.
Oh, I think. Oh yeah, here you can show the different. It changes color with the season. Brown in winter, orange in autumn, green in summer, and pink in spring.
Oh, like the Wandering Ancient. Okay, yeah, C tier.
You can really see the unpaid overtime showing from Game Freak right now. Yeah.
I put that on Twitter. Oh my gosh.
Sawsbuck also gets a B from me because I like the season changing thing, and I really like its winter form a lot. I like the white antlers and the winter coat.
Very majestic. Yeah. C plus.
Emolga is not Pikachu. It gets a D.
D tier. Throw it away.
Carablast gets a B because he is so angry. And he is also about 2 inches tall.
Plankton vibes. D tier.
Escavalier, I gave it a C. I'm revising that to a D because its method of evolution is horrifying.
What is it? Do we want to be enlightened?
If you look at the picture, you see underneath that armor is just a Carablast. It's just a Carablast wearing armor, right?
Oh.
He got that armor from another Pokemon. There's another Pokemon. The way that you evolve Carablast is you trade it with the Pokemon called Shelmet, which is this helmet-looking Pokemon that you can't really see inside. And when you trade them, Carablast steals the armor from Shelmet, basically taking its skin and wearing it, leaving Shelmet to evolve into Aquagore, which looks like a ghost because it died. Because Carablast killed it and took its shell. Yeah, it's very horrifying.
In that case, F tier. Yeah, F tier.
Fungus gets a C because of the name. Same with its evolution.
I'm gonna stay with D tier for both this one and the next one because I like the Pokeball cap, but that's like all I like about it.
Among Us. Fungus Among Us. F because of the memes. Yeah, this one's a C for me as well. Frillish, I get a B plus. There's a male and female version. The female version is pink, and I think they're both like cute ghost jelly Pokemon, jellyfish Pokemon.
Delish. D tier, not a fan.
This Pokemon used to scare you as a kid. I can see that. Jellicent I find very funny, but it doesn't look as good, so it goes to B minus. Um, the male version is fine. The female version is unpleasant to look at because it's got I can't show you, but it's got this like really tiny, heavily make-upped face. It just looks weird.
Yeah. Um, the Pringles logo, but it's a jellyfish. D-tier.
That's fair. It evolved after quarantine. It uses its mustache as a face mask. Aloe Momola, I gave it a B. I'm revising that to a D because I just remembered the picture where it uses its fins as hands to hold a Pokemon, and it's really creepy.
D tier. I didn't know that, but I stand by the D tier.
I like Sunfish, and this is based on a Sunfish, but its fins did not need to be hands. Joltik, B+, it's cute.
Disagree. D tier.
Galvantula, I gave it a B. I stand by it. It's cool.
D tier. No. Yeah, D tier.
Ferroseed gets a B.
Wait, which one is Coma talking about?
I think he was talking about the Galvantula.
Oh my goodness. Ferroseed, it's a heavy, like it's a steel pine cone with eyes. Nothing about that sentence is fun. D tier.
The thing that makes me like Ferroseed the most is in modern games when you send Ferroseed out, the Pokeball releases the Ferroseed in the air, and then it falls and sinks halfway into the ground because it's so heavy.
That is pretty funny.
Ferrothorn also gets an A. Really? I gave it an A. It doesn't deserve an A. It gets a B. I do like its design, but it's not A worthy.
D tier. I would try to hang this up as a houseplant and it would, pull my roof ceiling down.
Clink is a D.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna give, you know what? I'm gonna say G tier for all three. I don't like inorganic Pokemon. This whole line is Magnemite, right? Because of how like Magnemite, Magneton, and then Magnet UFO.
Yeah.
It's exactly that idea. So super unoriginal, but like uglier, and just no. G tier for all three.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna revise Kling Clang to F just because of the name.
Yeah,
Tynamo is it's a D. I gave it a C. It's a D. It's so boring.
I know. If you had told me like, isn't this a tadpole? But oh yeah, I guess we have two tadpoles. D tier.
And then it evolves into this electric, D tier, and extremely unimaginative name. Well, electric, but still.
D tier.
It looks like Spinotica Bleeder. It did, yeah. And then Electros, I don't like it. D. It's got like hand mouths. No thanks.
Agreed. D tier. Pretty horrifying.
LGM. Uh, it gets a D. The thing saving it from F is the name. LGM, Little Green Man. And so
What?
he looks like an alien.
I'm gonna give it an F tier for that.
And then BHEM, once again, saved from F tier from the name, Bug-Eyed Monster. BHEM.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna stick with the F tier. You know what? F plus. I like it a little bit better.
Litwick is cute. It gets a B.
D tier just because Ghost Fire is a pretty cool combo.
Lampent has that awkward middle evolution going on. C tier.
D tier. It looks like garden furniture.
Chandelure looks pretty cool. That's a B plus.
Agreed. C plus tier. Yeah, best out of the three by far.
Axew gets a C. I don't. It doesn't look like that's its teeth. It looks like it's got something in its mouth.
I gave it a C plus solely because it reminds me a little bit of my dogs. Um, yeah, C plus.
Fracture just looks dorky. C.
Yeah, middle evolution syndrome, C tier.
And then Haxorus would be a B, but God, that name. Really? Haxors? It's uber elite, you know. Haxors, guys.
D tier just for the name.
Second best dragon in Gen 5. That's not hard. Cubchoo is a C tier. It's cute, but that's also snot. Like, canonically, that is snot dripping out of its nose, which is very gross.
Oh yeah, yeah. D tier, it needs a tissue. Or, yeah, no.
And then Bear Arctic gets a D because it's ugly, and also that ice beard, like, that's definitely the snot from his previous evolution, just frozen to its face now.
Oh, F tier, just for that. I originally had C plus because I was like, it wiped its nose, but clearly it didn't, so F.
Cryogonal, D tier. I can't imagine anyone actually liking this Pokemon.
It's supposed to be a snowflake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, D tier. Not decent idea, terrible execution.
Yes. Oh, here's Shelmet. You can see the creature in the helmet. Gets a D tier.
Oh no! Yeah, agreed. D tier. Oh.
An Aquagore, not actually ghost type, but it's the creature in the helmet got pulled out of its shell.
Well, that's so cool if it was bug ghost type. D
Yeah.
tier for missed opportunity.
Can't register a lower rating. Stunfisk. I gave it a D tier. I'm actually revising that to a B, simply for the Galarian variant.
Let's see.
There's no pictures of it here.
It looks toxic. Oh, and it's got the Pokeball mouth. Oh, that pissed me off. Oh,
Yeah, I like the bear trap with the Pokeball mouth going on.
oh, that's okay. That's pretty good. Yeah, I gave it a C plus because like the first time I saw this, I was like, it's been flattened. I feel for you, buddy. Ground electric is kind of cool. It's like an oxymoron. Yeah, C
Yeah,
plus.
it looks like it gets stepped on a lot. That's exactly its entire lore. It gets stepped on all the time, and it electrocutes people who step on it.
Oh.
Uh, Mindfu, I forget that this guy exists all the damn time. D tier.
Oh yeah, these are like what the two karate guys, the red and blue karate guys from earlier, but just feline. So I'm gonna go ahead and say F tier for both.
Mind Shao, also forget that it exists.
S tier.
Yeah. Drudican is F tier. It looks like someone at the office, their kid drew a dragon, and he brought it in and said, "Guys, we should definitely make this a Pokemon." Like it looks so bad.
I'm just gonna 100% defer to you on this one because like nailed it. So agreed. F tier for literally everything you just said.
Golett is S tier. It's adorable. It's this little rock construct creature with like glowing energy. I love it to death. It's so cute. S tier.
I went the opposite direction and said D tier. R.I.P.
Golurk, same thing. S tier. You can teach it fly, and its legs turn into rocket engines.
What?
Um, there you can look it up. Golurk flying. Its lower half just turns into like a rocket engine. I really like it. It's badass. It's huge. It's ghost ground, which I don't think had been done before. I like the kind of like damaged chest piece with the plate welded over it. Just looks really cool to me.
I'm gonna for Golurk, I'm gonna say C minus just because um the I guess what is it called? The sprite. If you kind of look at it from far away, it looks like the what is it, the Goblin Engineering mount in WoW. So C minus.
Oh yeah. Uh, Poniard is a C. Meh.
Dark Steel, wasted potential, D tier.
Yes, very much so. Bisharp or Bisharp? Probably Bisharp, like Bishop, like the chess piece. Because Pawniard, Bisharp. Um, it's a C. Just meh. Wasted potential again.
D minus tier because I still am angry about the chest boss mechanic in Karazhan.
Buffalant is a Tauros with an afro. It gets a D.
I'm sad that you put the D rating because I say C plus. It's Taros with pizzazz.
That's fair.
But to your point, like it's normal. Like I would have hoped at least normal ground if that exists. It's kind of boring. Like literally C plus just for the fabulousness.
Rufflet, I gave a B. It's cute. Cute little bird chick.
I'm gonna say D tier. It looks very painful. Like look at those talons, look at that beak. And something about it is just aggressive. Like it will steal my hot dog at the beach or the forest when I hike. That sentence fell apart, but D tier.
Braviary is God Bless America in Pokemon form, but I do actually like the design, so it gets a B for me.
That's such a good. Oh no. Um, D tier because this is Rufflet's like older cousin who's teaching it to steal people's hot dogs. So please stay away from me.
Volibee is a B tier because it's ugly cute, as we described before. Also, its like diaper is a skull, which I find kind of hilarious.
It has a diaper. D tier. D for diaper.
It's a baby.
I guess Togepi has a diaper too. Togepi's diaper is like designer, and this one is not. I'm just gonna stop talking now.
Um, Mandibuzz, I no, it's just ugly. The last one was ugly cute. This one is just ugly. D tier.
Agreed. D tier. Doesn't need that much eyeliner.
Heatmore, D. Very boring.
Is this a fire anteater? Yeah,
Yes.
pretty boring. D tier.
And in fact, the things it eats are Durants, which is why it needs the fire because they're steel type. Um, it's a metal ant, D tier.
Oh, what? Wow. Yeah. D tier. Dislike.
Dino gets a D. D for Dino.
Okay, is this pseudo legendary or is it just rare?
I think this is pseudo legendary. This is on. This is this generation's version of like Tyranitar, the Tyranitar line, or the Dragonite line.
Okay, because I think. Uh, okay. I got like one or two of these in Gen 8, and I didn't realize it was not a Gen 8 Pokemon. And I also didn't realize it was the pseudo legendary, so just like D for disaster.
Um, so it drinks them. I assume the Heatmore uses the heat to melt open the shell and then eat the insides, but I don't think the Pokedex goes into that much detail. Zweilous is also a D. It's just a Dino with two heads, and this is super middle evolution syndrome, except the first evolution is also not good.
Oh, alrighty. Yeah, D for double the bad haircuts.
Hy Hydreigon gets a C. It I don't hate it, but it's so like disappointing for a dark dragon, and just eh.
Yeah, wasted potential. On my screen, in like on my screen with like the yellow tint for the eye strain and the lack of pixels and me sitting far away, so basically not really seeing the Pokemon. But the like red stripe looks like a satin ribbon that comes on a like a box of chocolate, and that doesn't really align with dark dragon vibes. D tier.
Larvesta gets a B. It's a cute little moth caterpillar.
Is this also pseudo legendary?
I don't know if it qualifies, but it is one of the most powerful bug Pokemon in Pokemon. Well, not this one, but its evolution is. And it also evolves at like level 50 and is very hard to get in game. So it may not quite qualify for pseudo legendary, but it is definitely up there. It is not legendary.
It's rare and powerful.
Yeah.
this looks terrifying, and it's a bug that is also a fire. Like I'm this is stuff of nightmares. D tier.
Um, Volcarona, I give a B. It's a fire moth. I like its wings, but I don't really like its body. That's what's stopping it from being an A tier. I think they should have put more emphasis on the wings and given it a more normal moth body.
It kind of looks like ice cream if you don't. Again, yellow screen, 2 pixels. Look at it from far away. Um, but yeah, like the wings are kind of cool. Like uh it's like flowery, right? And
Hmm.
like if it was a in the Pokemon universe, it probably uses that as like a disguise mechanism. Um, but until then,
Uh-oh.
question mark D tier.
Sorry, can you repeat what you just said after until then? Everything froze and I'm not sure it carried over on stream.
Oh no. Yeah, I was just saying like D tier. It's got some cool wings, but it's still a bug that's also fire, and it's even more powerful. So no, thank you, please.
Now we're into the legendaries. Cobalion, I gave it a C. I'll stand by it. It's a C. I don't hate it, although it does kind of look like it's wearing sneakers.
Okay, so are these legendary horses? Like, we had like 3 legendary birds. Now we have 3 legendary fighting horses.
Yeah, I think they're like vaguely based on unicorns because they all have horns of some sort. So I think that's the idea.
Uh, D tier. I don't think I like anything about this.
Um, Terrakion, Terrakion, I don't know. C again. Kind of looks like a dog crossed with a horse, like a big
Oh
bulldog
no!
crossed with a horse.
Oh no! Yeah, D tier. I'm not a fan.
Uh, Virizion, it's the same C tier. It's I don't know, meh.
I put C is this Verizon, but now I see the Zion, like Zion. I'm gonna revise that to D plus, literally just because it's green. Yeah, grass fighting.
All legendary Pokemon are genderless so that they can't breed. I don't like any of these guys. The three genies, Tornadus, Thundurus, and Landorus, which are not all next to each other because everything is wrong with this generation. I don't like their genie forms, and I don't like this weird man-bird thing that is his true form or whatever.
Well, uh, when you say is that Genie? Genie?
Yes, like a Jin.
What? Um, I've never seen these before in my life. So based on the design alone, D tier.
Um, where's the? Oh, jeez, I have to scroll way down. Where's it hiding the rest of that? That's why I think of it as like a genie, because like, when Genie comes out of the lamp, he doesn't have legs. It's just, the kind of smoke. I think that's what they were going for with their forms. Um, Same deal, D tier. I don't like it. I really, really hate the Therian form of this one. That's just bad proportions all around.
Uh, this one I'm gonna say straight up F tier. Definitely not butt beads. Like, no. Just take this away. Omega tier.
Um, Reshiram, I give it a D tier because nothing about its design appeals to me.
It's a wait. Um, Tau Trio. Is it? Are these like in the lore? Are they like Arceus's entourage or something?
I don't know if they have anything to do with Arceus.
Oh, because they look so like big and like ethereal. Is that a word? And so I thought maybe they have something to do with like creation, but yeah. Otherwise, I think I'm just gonna go maybe C. Not quite a D, but yeah, I'm not super impressed. C minus.
Zekrom, also a D. Its tail looks stupid, and I understand the point of the tail, but it still looks stupid.
I don't understand the point of the tail. Please enlighten me.
They're basically based on jet engines. Their tails are like a jet engine.
Huh. Uh, yeah, C minus for this one. I might pick this one as quote unquote favorite Pokemon because it's all black and I have a lot of black clothes.
We're in the parking lot flare. Then we're going to move away from the Tau trio and go back to the Genie trio for some reason. Why wasn't this guy just before those two? But once again, I don't like it. The fact that he's still got the same human face on this like weird cat form, just why? Why is he making that expression? Why has he got the same face when he's a different creature? I don't like it. D tier.
Go F tier on this one because is that okay? Is that its tail? In the cat form, it's definitely the tail.
Yeah. So each of them they have a tail in their animal form, and then when they're a genie, the tail comes out of the cloud and like wraps around them.
The tail looks like somewhere between a octopus tentacle and a radioactive ginger root, and I don't like this one. I don't like the design of these.
Yeah. Me neither. Next is Curium. So this is where the jet engine thing comes in. The other two merge with this guy, and so the engine tail gets like attached to his back. But everything about this just looks terrible. Without the merging, he just looks like this weak, sickly thing, and then when merged, it looks like those other things wearing armor. Not great. D tier.
I have never seen this before. I don't really know how to rate this. um, yeah, I guess based on design, like D.
Oh, and then we go back to the unicorns. Keldeo. I give it a B because he's cute. I like his two different forms.
We went back to the unicorns?
Yeah, like these are all out of order for some reason. I don't understand. This is also the only generation where the mythical is the first Pokemon in the list. Victini is the Mew of this generation, and it's all the way at the beginning instead of here at the end.
I am so confused. D tier, just all around.
Meloetta, I love the design. I think it's very cute. I like that it's kind of made up of music notes, and I like the music note hair in its two forms. I think it's a very cute Pokemon. It gets a B for me, or an A for me rather.
I'm gonna go with C just because if you showed me this, I would actually like proactively come up with the idea, or not come up with the idea, but like come to the realization that like, oh, this is fan made, right? People fan made them. Because like to me, it looks like fan made. I don't know how to describe it. But beyond that, I guess I've never seen it before. It's not as egregious as some of the genie ones. So C tier.
And then, is this the last one? Yes.
Yay.
Genesect, the dubstep bug.
What? What? What?
It's that thing on its back is literally a boombox slash laser thing, and you load it with, I think, tapes that change the type of the attack or something like that.
What? I have C question mark question mark question mark. What is this? And that's my rating. I've literally never seen this before. I don't know what to make of it. The back thing is even more confusing with your description. Like, I'm very lost.
I gave it a D. I forgot to say the rating. What's the Techno Blast? That's the name of its ability. She's spinning. Oh, it's not just it's drives. It's data drives that you give it to hold,
Even worse.
and it fires a Techno Blast.
Uh, well, well done to us. 1 hour 21 minutes.
Yeah, that's our fastest yet.
We had more than Gen 1, and Gen 1 was what, like 3 hours, and we did it in
Yeah.
no time. I think it was easy because these were all so bad.
Yeah, like I realized I didn't really have much to say about most of them. It was just like I don't like this one. I know that we were trying to go fast and not say a lot, but I was still just like, yeah, I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like this one. Nope.
I'm checking real quick on the sheet. I literally no A tier, no S tier. I did it.
Well, hopefully things are better next generation. We only have 2 left.
Next
Wait,
generation is
three
Slime
left. Sorry, we have 3 left. Next generation is X and Y.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Let's see. I might have broken the sheet, so don't mind me. I tried to put a filter in, and I said only filter for me, and now it won't let me get rid of it. Whatever, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, I do remember liking X and Y, right? Which is Generation 6?
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, okay. I do remember liking X and Y, but as I go through the Pokemon list, I don't really recognize any of them except for the legendaries. But I do think it will be, if nothing else, not as bad, not as many D and F tiers as Gen 5.
Yeah. I still give a few D's and F's, but I liked Gen 6 a lot more. And Coma says 1 out of the 3 is poo-poo, so it's going to be Gen 5 Part 2. Which one? I liked all 3 of the following generations.
1 out of 3 generations, or 1 out of the 3 XY legendaries?
I think he means the generations, because we have 3 left to do. 8? Sword and Shield? Sword and Shield has some really good designs, though.
I know, I actually have an S tier in there. Spoiler alert. I actually have 2. Look at that. Well, I think this worked out well. We knocked out 156 in less than 90 minutes. Again, it was super easy to choose, so, but still, I'm giving us credit for it.
Yeah, I think we did good. And I think that the other ones, I mean, we can still go fast if you want, but we don't have nearly as many to go through. So we don't have to go fast.
Oh, yeah. Let me see how many are in Gen. I remember in Gen 8, it was like 80 something. I guess they did that on purpose. And in Gen 6, let's see. 71. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Half as many. Or seven, yeah. Right around there. That'll be let's see, July 18th or 25th.
Um, let's go for 18. Let's do third week of the month.
All right. Until July 18th. This has been the terrible generation.
Yes. Not the one I was looking forward to the least.
Well, it's over and done. On to maybe not bigger, but absolutely better ones.
Yes.
All right. Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. And that is also going to do it for the stream. So thanks everyone for hanging out. Thanks for chatting, Coma, even though we disagree on many Pokemon. And as stated, we'll be back on the 18th of next month.